Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where off camera, I just went through all of our worlds and got them all set back up, and also I went through and evaluated all of our stations. As you can see by our amount of alloys, I wasn't actually able to get all of the stations done, but the stations that are not done are actually all marked with needing another module. So that'll make it nice and easy for us to go through and get these completed up a little bit later on. I also evaluated our borders. Our borders didn't really change all that much. So, I mean, we should probably think about actually upgrading Bartium. Yeah, I'll do that one. But everything else should be able to remain reasonably where it's at. So let's go ahead and tick on forward. And we are going to be awaiting the arrival of our glorious troops over here. So that's excellent. We're going to need to attack over here as well. And I mean, there's just a lot of places we need to land our troops right now. We need to land over here, we need to land over here. And then that would be this whole area taken out, and we can start concentrating on this up here, which would be perfect. Now, we're not going to be constructing any additional fleets, but we are quite a lot below our starbase cap. So we may actually want to start thinking about upgrading a couple more anchorage stations in this region. And I'm going to go for 3 for now, just because we're a little short on alloys. And let's go ahead and grab this station here. Let's get this one done as soon as this month tick happens. There we go. Disruption field generator and 3 ion cannons and 4 defense platforms. Perfect. So as our alloys come in, we're going to be working on those, but I just wanted to get all of our stations constructing immediately so that we have less wait time on that. So that should be fine. In general, we haven't really lost too many in terms of stations. So most of them are actually already either good to go, like this one, or are currently constructing and have been constructing the whole time, like this one. So that's a good sign. And we should be able to get through this with no real problem, although I do think that we should probably queue up a few more armies. So let's recruit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I think that'll be good. I hope. Okay, how goes this assault? It's going okay. Stampeding drones on Bleck. Yeah, it's to be expected. And we'll have to sort out all of these. I think for right now, I'm just going to... Well, we're just going to leave them for right now. And we'll sort them in after the war, as I previously said. As we're moving ships back, or fleets back, we'll just make sure that the fleets are fully, properly set up. And any excess ships we'll probably put into an additional 9th fleet, which we'll be working towards getting the naval cap for, with some of these stations. Excellent, food from jobs finished up, so next we are going to be going for leader lifespan, I think. Fantastic. Is this assault almost done? Excellent. So let's go over here, and we are going to land on this particular area. Of course, we're still working on bombarding that, but it should be fine. We'll take some losses, but that's why we are building additional clone armies. Okay, what is the status over here? They have literally no armies over here, so that'll be perfectly fine. And then we do need to come down to these 2 regions.
Angry meteorites touching down.
Over here, they still have 8K, so we definitely want to hit that later. Over here, 404 armies not found, 653 and 662. Okay. That seems fine. Actually, I suppose we could just organize all of these into a 9th fleet. In theory. So, like, this fleet here, the Aberracite fragments, this could be the 9th fleet. We would take this up to, take this up to 58. We would add in our 26 destroyers, if I recall correctly. Our 14 cruisers, our 8 battleships, and our Titan. I've miscounted something. 28 destroyers. Like that. Okay, and then all of these would group in. Like that. And I guess they're now the Sizzle shards. But okay, that'll do. Excellent. Now we are a bit over our naval cap. It's fine, we can afford it. And of course, as these stations come online, that will change. Now we should probably make sure that all of these bastions are fully queued up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or rather 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Over here, we're going to need a disruption field generator, ion cannons, defense platforms, because we have the alloys to do this at this juncture. Is that all of them? Nope, we needed this one as well. Okay. I guess this just needed some buildings. I don't know how I missed that. I must have just accidentally scrolled by it. Okay. There we go. Fantastic. Now I'm not going to reinforce the Sizzle shards, which is apparently at full strength with 2 Titans. Uh-huh. We're definitely going to have to reorganize this. Like, that Titan should definitely be in the Corinthian fragments, and some of those are going to have to be shuffled around. We're going to have to definitely reevaluate that after this war is done. Or as our fleets come back from the war, rather. Not necessarily when the war is done. So I think that we should go for defense platform damage. There we go. And I did deal with our volatile motes issue. So that's good. We should no longer have too much of an issue with that. This invasion will be finishing up momentarily, which does mean that we can take the Throndrate shards. Assuming this month tick goes. There we go. We can take the Throndrate shards and send them home. So they can just go to Shap, I think. That'll be fine. They can chill with the Sizzle shards. And it looks like the Throndrate shards are completely good. We don't need to deal with them. So that's perfect. And we should be finishing up this battle relatively shortly. In theory. Okay, excellent. The lag does seem a little bit better, which is nice.
Enemy colony has corrupted.
Okay, we're fully occupied over there, so we want to come down over this way. It's going to be 136 days to get here, but we can just go ahead and... it's actually this one. It was hiding behind it. We can just land here. There's no army here, and the Frisidian shards can be immediately pulled back. They're going to need one of those Titans out of the Sizzle shards, and we're going to have to send one of, or rather 2 of the corvettes and 2 of the battleships over to the Sizzle shards.
Accretion complete.
Uh-huh. We're definitely going to have to take a quick look here. So the Sizzle shards are not appearing in this view. Uh-huh.
Research complete.
I don't know why they're not. Open the fleet manager for this fleet. Could we just create new? No, that's just a new fleet. We can see the sizzle shards here, but they aren't actually showing up here, which is super awkward. Maybe if we adjust this, it'll update? Come on, month tick. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be updating. I don't know why they're not appearing up here. That's bizarre. And we are missing our destroyers. So we need 28 of these. Like that. Okay. But yeah, they're definitely not appearing in the fleet. Maybe... Oh, and we need a physics research. So we're going to go ahead and get shield hit points going. There we go. Maybe if we assign a leader to them? Like this guy? Maybe now they'll appear in the fleet view? They do not. Okay, we're just going to put in a single Corvette fleet here. And we're going to build this. This fleet is, as soon as the month tick happens, there we go, going to be renamed once it's built to the 9th fleet, and we're going to merge the sizzle shards into the 9th fleet, so that hopefully it actually shows up. That'd be nice. Okay, so we have now successfully occupied over here, which means that we need to come here. That would be 254 days. Alternately, we could come here in 50 days and jump drive over, and that's definitely going to be what we're going to do. Okay. So where is that other fleet at? It became known as the Dial Shards. So let's go ahead and check here. Yep, that seems good. We'll merge these in. The Dial Shards are merging into the Sizzle Shards, which is actually the opposite of what I wanted. But maybe that'll force it to update? I guess we'll see. Actually, I think that I have changed my mind on this. Where are the Dial Shards? I don't know. And these guys need to move into the Sizzle Shards as well for right now. Okay, it looks like they merged. Yeah, they're definitely not appearing. So we're going to try this again. We'll reinforce this fleet. And then we're going to move the Admiral so that actually happens properly. Okay, are you guys about in position? Actually, they are. You can go ahead and jump drive on over. Actually, don't know what the jump drive range is. It is a 200-day cooldown, though. That said, we have a lot of places to invade over here. So I think it'll be fine. We'll go invade over here first. Actually, no, we won't. We will invade here first because there's 0 armies. And then we're going to come over here and bombard with this fleet. And also, the month tick will happen. The Frisidian Shards can come on back home. They are based out of Castor Station, so they go... I can't ever remember where Castor is, because I remember it as being down over here, near the frontier, but the frontier has changed a little bit. So we're going to go over here, and then the Sizzle Shards, we're actually going to move their Admiral into the Gontrite fragments. There we go. And then hopefully, yes, the sizzle shards are now moving with the gontrite fragments. That's perfect. Okay, so this invasion should have already happened. Yes, indeed. Come on, Monthstick. There you go. Okay, we got a new tech, so let's go for kinetic weapon attack speed next. Actually, no. Strikecraft attack speed. Okay. Okay, so now we have the gontrite fragments. So that's actually ideal. We'll take this up to 58. We'll put in our 28 destroyers, our 14 cruisers, and then our 10 battleships, which should actually be 8, and our 1 Titan. Okay. There we go. Now we actually have in here 4 Titans, so that's something we're going to have to work on. Excellent. So our army is currently in orbit, but there they're landing. Fantastic.
Accretion complete.
Okay. How's this battle going? I mean, it's going fine. They have no reserves, so we will crush their morale pretty quickly, which is excellent to see. Then the next move, of course, will be to get as close to here as possible. We may be able to jump drive from here to here, and then just go in like that. That'd be a possibility. Of course, we do need to be preparing for fighting the Galactic Entente again, but that's exactly what we're doing right now during this time. The Bartiam station needs to be upgraded. This starbase needs to be upgraded, as do these two. But we're going to go ahead and get an anchorage over here because we want to make sure that we have anchorages coming in. There we go. And we want to classify this as a bastion, so we'll do that. Weir Station, we want to do the same thing. Excellent. And this over here, of course, is already being worked on quite heavily. Fantastic. This is upgrading to a Star Fortress. It will need some work, to be sure. But we will go ahead and research food from jobs, I guess. That'll do. Okay, how goes this invasion? We've just about crushed their morale. One decently moraled army left. So that's fine. I mean, if we can jump drive all the way over here, that would actually be ideal. I have no idea what the range actually is on that. These guys are based out of Shap Station. They're going to be able to head off quite soon, so let's actually send them home.
Enemy planet secure.
Excellent. And you guys can come on over and land here. Got them down to 547 for you. Excellent. Now, how is this bombardment over here going? Because they had like 8k in defensive armies. Yeah, that's still going down pretty slowly.
Angry meteorites touching down.
Yeah, they just have a million. Okay. Nothing left to observe over there. Nuclear war, that's fine. They just have a million defensive freedom fighters over here. It's a rebel slave company. I mean, they're quite weak, but we're going to continue bombarding them for as long as possible. I mean, maybe we should actually come back here later. Like, do this one last, and just start heading up over to this region. Fully occupied in all of these locations, so we would have to get up over here, and then we can invade up this direction. That might not be the worst idea. So then we could just jump drive over to the gateway, and then we'd be able to get up there reasonably quickly. Assuming we're not still cooling down on the jump drive. I think it's been long enough. But we'll see.
Enemy planet secure.
Okay, so that's now ours. And our jump drive cooldown is, I think, up. So we can just jump drive straight to here. Yeah, fantastic. And then from Shap, I wonder if we can jump drive all the way to here. I doubt it. That would be a really long-range jump drive. So I want to get these guys up here as quick as we can. We'd actually be coming in up here. So we may be better off to attack up this way first. What are we looking at up over here? 79 days to get here, 1235 and 1239. Whereas over here we've been bombarding for a long time. We should actually move this fleet over here and start bombarding there, and then move these guys to go grab this. Like so. Fantastic. So yeah, we're just gonna leave this bombarding for a while. We're only at minus 1603 reasons to achieve war goals, so that's good. It won't be too much longer, and that'll go down. Especially because this area will fall pretty quickly. In theory. Anyway. So our armies are going to be here really soon, actually. They're currently in this system. Those gateways really make it easy to get around. I like it. We're going to need a proper plan, of course, to deal with the Galactic Entente. But I think we're still... When is the truce up? The truce is going to be up... not for another 6 years. So that's nice. We don't have to worry about them declaring on us for a bit. That'll buy us enough time to get all of our defensive platforms up for sure. Shield hit points going up, so our tech is going to continue soaring. How are we doing versus the Synthoid Link in tech? They're still keeping equivalent with us, but that's okay. We are, of course, currently maxed on alloys. I'm not selling alloys, though, because I want to keep our... alloys in our hands. I don't want to sell them to our enemies, who are the only people who could possibly buy them, and I also don't want to drive the price down by flooding the market. So we're going to keep those for ourselves. Thank you very much. Really? They got 532 strength here. Oh, they must have repaired their fortress. I think that's what they did. That's okay. We will still successfully attack them. We have a general here, right? We don't. We should put one in. Army morale and army damage? Yep, that's what we're going for.
Innovation rollout.
Go, go, go. They just bumped up to 1,000. Okay. Well, we're still going to beat them. That won't be an issue. And we'll get this army moving over to here to join us and reinforce. Anyway, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to, once and for all, well, maybe not entirely next episode because there's all this random stuff up over here, but in the next couple of episodes, we are definitely going to finish off the Condign Alliance and finish our preparations for our final war with the Galactic Entente. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.